All right, Coach, tell me a little bit about Gage Walker's performance last week. A little bit of a resurgence, got back over 100 yards on the ground. Tell me about what kind of led to his success.
Yeah, well, Gage works hard every week, and he takes so many snaps for us, and he carries the ball so much. His pass protection, he's such a vital part of our offense. He hardly ever leaves the field, hardly ever, and so that can wear anybody down. And I think it wears him down from time to time. And I think last week he got going pretty good early, and the momentum carried him, and the adrenaline carried him, and it was a big game for us. And I just think he was feeling good last week and wasn't worn down. But, he's a workhorse for us. He shows up every day and carries the load and does all the work for us. So we're real happy with him.
So a lot of people talk about, in terms of Army, the offense, the triple option is usually the main talking point. But a lot of people forget that their defense is top 20 right now in the nation. Very, very, very well-versed, good group of guys. Tell me a little bit about what you guys are looking to plan against going their defense.
Well, the thing that you got to deal with when you play those guys is that they're going to be disciplined and sound. They don't do a lot of things. They're very simple and they execute. And then when you don't do a lot of things and you're very simple and you know all the problems for whatever scheme it is that you have, you know what the strong points are and the weak points are. And I think they do a heck of a job of knowing where their weak points are and really just, solidifying that and making it hard for people to move down the field. It's kind of like they feel like they're going to make the mistakes before you're going to make the mistakes before they do,
So your alma mater, Tulane, did pretty well against them last week, had some success, threw up a lot of points on the board. What is something maybe you guys can take away from their performance and apply it this week?
Well, Tulane, is playing really well. They're, ranked really high nationally in rushing, and so they do a lot of good things, and not only did we see Tulane do a lot of good things, but we've seen some other people on film do some things against Army, and so we're really just trying to take everything that everybody's doing and things that we already do. You don't want to change your offense to fit somebody else's, but we're going to make sure that the things we do and we do well, we keep working on and keep working on ourselves and make sure we can execute what we want to execute. That is my alma mater, yes. I'm glad to see them doing well. When I was at Tulane, we played Army every year, Army and Navy every year, so I've got a real familiarity with Army and a lot of respect for them. But yeah, the things we do, the same thing Tulane does, and a lot of people do. Everybody does a lot of the same stuff. So I think we'll be ready for the old Army Black Knights.
So Army eats up a lot of that clock, so time of possession may be little in terms for the toppers this week. So how do you balance being aggressive and then being smart at the same time, knowing you may not have the ball a lot of the time?
Well, I think just like everyone else, when you get the ball, you want to score. And obviously when you score, whether it takes one play or 10 plays, that's the objective. And, we don't think about keeping the ball or how many times we're going to have the ball. We want to do the most with each possession. Obviously, on one hand you may say, well, you're not going to get the ball a lot because Army keeps the ball. But if we're scoring, then they got to maybe get out of keeping the ball. Right. They got to try to pass the ball. So I think it's everybody just trying to, stay within their scheme, stay within their focus and what they like to do, and not panic if something bad happens, and stick with, your game plan and who you are. But no, we don't think of it that way because it's football, and there's turnovers and there's special teams plays. And we're just gonna, what we do against anybody, try to put the ball in the end zone and take the most, do the most with what we got when we get the ball.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
All right.